Seboom. Seboom. Yo, hi and welcome to another episode of the Beatbox Talk Interviews. Today we have the legend himself, BMG is in the house. Bro, thank you very much for coming. How are you, man?
Yo, Nexar, I'm very, very good. Thank you. What about you, bro?
I'm also super happy, and of course, we haven't seen us for a long time, so I'm very, very excited for today. And
Yeah.
also, I'm pretty sure everybody here in the live chat is excited as well. Also, hello to everybody here. Today, you guys have the chance to ask BMG all questions about the topics of beatboxing. But before you guys are getting started, I have reserved the first two questions for myself. And the first one is very, smooth and easy. So please tell me, when did you start to beatbox and what was for you the reason or the impulse to get started?
Wow. Yeah, so I started back in the days in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I was kind of lucky because
Mm-hmm.
some people were beatboxing at my school,
Yeah.
and after that, like people told me, "Whoa, this guy is beatboxing, etc.
Cool. Yeah.
You should check what he's doing."
Mm-hmm.
And then I check on YouTube also, and then I saw the video of Artifice, Firebras, and Mike Spawn and
Oh,
Below back in
wow.
the days,
Wow.
and this video just amazed me, like how this is possible to do that with the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. So after that, I got interested into beatboxing, and I also saw from the beginning that there were some beatbox battles.
Yeah.
Because French Champs started in 2006. So I had also the opportunity to watch the videos from those events, and of course Pulpo also on the same year, we have to say. And yeah, so all those things motivated me so much to start beatboxing. So I went to meet also those guys at school, and we were practicing together and stuff. And after 6 months of beatboxing, I went into my first battle, which was organized by Mike Spawn and Firebras.
Wow.
Like I saw a video of them like on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I have to go and meet them. So yeah, so I met them. I met all the French beatbox community after 6 months of beatboxing, and wow, that was pretty good. It was also my first time on stage battling.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really happy about this experience, and then it motivated me more than ever to get into it. So I learned the basic sounds, etc. And then like battling every time and trying to improve until today.
Man, yeah, and you keep improving and improving. Looking at your Instagram feed, man, you're dropping beats where like I'm getting goosebumps, man. It's like you have a really nice style of beatboxing.
Cheers.
And I'm yeah, man, I'm absolutely stunned. So because thinking of, you have a very musicality way of beatboxing, in my opinion. Like you have really nice melodies. From where is that coming? Did you study music before, or do you listen to certain type of music?
Not at all. In fact, not at all. I never played any instrument before starting beatboxing.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah. But of course, I loved music, and my influence was more based on hip hop. And it's funny because like my first beatbox influence was more like on technical side, like Mike Spawn, Firebras, Arzin, Rewind, Dome also after.
Oh yeah.
It's like the first beatboxer from abroad I discovered and enjoyed. And yeah, and also at the same time I started to meet Alem, and yeah, and we started to beatbox together. So I was more into, around me, it was more about technical, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but from time to time, I also love to I also love to listen to music, and now since I am beatboxer, I am really interested about a cappella groups,
Yeah.
and yeah, and I love to hear a cappella groups, and it is it's really a great source of inspiration, I think.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
this is yeah, and also Bobby McFerrin from back in the days also.
The legend
Yeah,
himself. All,
yeah.
it's
Like
all, yeah.
for me, like all those arts, like for me, it's like beatboxing because they just do things with the mouth, like
Yeah.
melodies, and they are very very tight, etc. And I think in beatboxing we can learn so much from their art form also. And yeah, and I think that's how I started to go into like which inspired me to use melodies and so and so.
Also, I watched the GBB crew videos, and there are crazy beatbox crews from Japan coming, and they also have very, I feel and also I think Barry Wham has changed the crew beatboxing way
Yeah, the
in
crew
general.
vision, yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
like because the perfect mix of perfect intonation, like a cappella group, but also heavy beatbox techniques.
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree that that Berry Wham put the crew in another level. So first of all, as you said, like melodies, it's really really good. Really, the execution is really nice. Also, their beatbox is also really nice. So
Yeah.
they combine it very well. And I think what they are doing very well also at the moment, I would say, is how to say, like the visual art,
Yeah.
like they move, they dance together, and I think they put the beatbox videos in general to another level, like which
Absolutely.
make us like we enjoy a lot more the videos because yeah, we can hear and we can see what we hear. You see what I mean, with
Yes.
movements,
Yes.
coordinated movements, etc. And yeah, it's very very good to see them. Yeah.
Talking about learning from, getting inspired, you have battled so many beatbox battles. You have battled so many beatboxers in the world. From which battle do you think you have learned the most? Or was there one battle that you remember very well where you was like, oh, I have learned something from this battle?
Wow. For me, each battle, like every battle, you can take from some lessons, but the one I will say, and it's really true, it's the one you invited me 10 years ago. I mean, 11 years ago, like the Emperor of Mike. The Emperor of Mike 2010 was my first international battle at all. So yeah, so it was my first battle, and I had the opportunity to battle Skiller, who was killing everyone in this period. He was like really, really strong. And for me, it was such an honor. And I learned so much from this battle, like how we structure the battle, how we can attack to each other, how we can have fun together. Like this battle took me to another dimension, in fact. And and I think we can see it because like after this battle in 2010, like I got really much harder in 2011, and then 2012 was like my best beatbox year, with winning a lot of battles, taking part at the World Championship for the first time, etc., etc. So for me, that was like the Emperor of Mike 2010 was my first step into the international beatboxing, and and it motivated me so much to come back and try to give it more and more every time.
Wow, that makes me really glad to hear, man. But as you say, going to events and battle against the best, this is the opportunity where you really get boosted and pushed, like, come on, let's go.
This is what we want to do, or at least this is what I want to do. Like, I don't really like do some concert, etc. So me, I am really passionate like with battles.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so for me, it's like it's my real aim. That was
Yeah.
my real aim. Like
Mm-hmm.
go and big battle
Mm-hmm.
on big competitions and try to battle the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I enjoyed it so much. You know, I am
Oh man,
like
that's
World
great.
Champs, Emperor of Mike, and many other battles.
Mm-hmm.
It's where I get the adrenaline,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes me motivated to practice.
Yes, absolutely. The people on the live chat, they already started writing questions, and
Mm-hmm.
so we will dive into them. Um, the guys and the girls in the live chat, they have really, really crazy and good questions. So please
Yeah.
be prepared. Sometimes it will be like, oh, how do they know that and stuff like that. So
Okay.
the first one is yeah, it's okay. Dan Hudson is asking, how do you feel after getting a sound named after yourself?
Wow. Well, yeah, it's a crazy question. Yeah, to be honest, it's a pleasure, but not that much, because yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's a pleasure that this sound like has been brought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, brought into the scene, and some people can. I mean, now more and more people do it, and they consider it like as a basic now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah. So if we compare this to, I mean, from 10 years ago, and so
Yeah.
like not many people could do it, and that was
Yes.
like really how to say like a signature of my style,
Yes.
etc. Yeah. So honestly, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, but
Yes.
like I don't wake up every morning and say, "Wow,"
Yeah. Yeah.
no. Honestly, no.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but of course, yeah. Like it's a pleasure, and also it's a pleasure for me to see how people could improve it,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
and find some different ways,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So they also all the beatbox community tried it to push it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and especially like Footbox G, River, Collapse, Napalm and stuff. Yeah, like used by many people,
Crazy.
and yeah, and it's also a pleasure for me to see how people got the creativity and
Mm-hmm.
are still trying to push the limit of our art form.
Absolutely. And also it's so cool because think of you just said it's at a point now where you see it as a basic sound. So imagine, for you it's like yes, of course, but in fact we are almost talking about imagine if you are the guy who made the first kick drum in beatbox. People go, oh, or the first hi-hat ever. And then it's like, so, this is a very big honor, and I'm very happy that you brought it up. Also with the Urus remix.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so cool.
This video, yes.
That was so cool. Rilana is asking, what is, in your opinion, the best way to work on your mic technique? Since there are multiple different microphones, hand techniques like cupping, two hands, hand all over the mic, what do you think is the best mic technique?
For me, the best one, first of all, is only using one hand
Mm-hmm.
and not two hands. Why? Because you will be able to express yourself more on stage with one free hand.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, yeah, it depends on the mic you use actually,
Yeah.
but yeah, but in general, I would say one hand,
Yes.
and yeah, and then it depends. Like if you want to battle, if it's for battle, like first of all, you need to like get the information. I mean, from the battles, like what mics are using, etc. Because it's different from
Yes.
from each event.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but me, I will show it with this mic.
Yes.
So with the Shure Beta 58. So yeah, for me, this is the way to do it to hold it. So up. So one finger up to the line, the other one behind, and then like that directly to the mouth. Sorry, I just a bit down the sound. Yeah. So like that. Then
Mm-hmm.
if I want to do some melodies, like with your nose,
Mm-hmm.
I will still catch it
Mm-hmm.
like this way. So for me, it's my favorite. It's my favorite position to hold the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Then, for example, with the AKG, for
Mm-hmm.
example, the AKG G5, I will hold it like that
Oh,
because it's a
okay.
cylinder. It's different. So for me, I feel more comfortable like this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
this one, I would use it like that.
For the Shure
Yeah,
Beta
exactly.
58.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very interesting. I will try this out, man. I didn't know. I also like I hold it like the AKG always you're holding, but I'm holding it with
Mm,
all mics. But I will try this out. This is very interesting because microphone technique is so important. This is
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Actually, yes. So the reason why I don't do like this, I
Mm-hmm.
mean with the Shure, is people told me that it's better to catch all the frequencies. I mean the sound in the microphone in the Shure does like this,
Mm-hmm.
up, exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hold it like this,
Mm-hmm.
it won't optimize the quality of the sound.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why they told me you need really a space on those
Oh. Mm-hmm.
between the, between the fingers in here.
Very good. Yes, makes sense.
So yeah,
Same
so that's why
like
I'm
say
using it this way.
same like the condenser mic. You also don't close a condenser mic. You want some air to breathe, then you have more highs and more
Exactly,
details.
exactly,
I
exactly.
see.
So it's the same.
That's man, very good question, Rilana. You get a star. Okay. Then also Rilana did ask, what do you like and do not like about online battling?
That's a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
What I like from online is that so you can discover people and you can battle people that you maybe could never do it on stage. So first
Mm-hmm.
of all, you discover more beatboxers, more new talents,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I also think that when you are at home, you feel comfortable, you feel safe. So it's where you can give your very best.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I like from from the people. Like
Mm-hmm.
for most of them, like you can discover the best part of themselves, and
Mm-hmm.
this is actually a good point.
Yes.
But for the bad points, what I don't like is, for me, online will be never better than a real battle in face to face,
Yeah.
because in online battles you have no stage presence,
Mm-hmm.
you have no crowd, like no crowd in face to face,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't see the judge looking at you.
Yeah.
Like in a battle it's different, you have like different pressure, like the crowd, your opponent, the judges are behind,
Yes.
etc. It's a feeling you never can have online.
Yes.
You
Yes.
never can have online.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be very good at online battles, and then you go on stage in your first real battle and you see that it's not even the same. It's not the same, not the same at all.
Yes.
So yeah, so the human contact and also emotions. Like it's way easier to give emotions like in
Yeah.
real battles.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, this is priceless. Those
Yes.
points I mentioned is priceless.
Yes.
And we can feel it in COVID. And I think after the COVID, when we'll do some events, we will see how happy we will be. I mean,
Yes.
how happy we will. I mean, to feel this
Yeah.
in a real and on a real stage. Also, like a real sound system, like to have a big sound system in our face. This is what we like.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what we love.
I also
Yeah.
think you are the best example for somebody, because to battle against you means to battle against pure power. When I think of, you had one of the most intense energy wise battles I ever seen. It was you versus Watang.
Yeah, wow,
I
this battle.
and there was and that is the thing where I absolutely agree. You can't replicate this
Exactly.
on only over audio.
Yeah.
That was
It's
crazy.
impossible to have a battle as intense as this one. I mean, in terms of energy, in terms of like, also in terms of tension and even like competition.
Yes.
Like competition, you know? Like you have the other one in front of you and give your very best. Like, wow, it's so much different. It's so much better in face to face.
Absolutely. How was for you the Watang battle? Like for me, it was crazy, man. I was looking at you and I was like, oh my god, so much energy. How was it for you?
Wow, I can I can tell you. I mean, I remember like as if it was yesterday, you know. So I remember because first of all, what I want to say, like when I knew I had to battle Watang in 2009 World Championship, I was not there, but I was behind my laptop watching the live.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, who's this guy? I didn't know Watang in 2009, and I saw him beating like LOS in quarterfinal and Mike Spawn in semi-final. Like my two French, you know, like one of my two French favorite beatboxer. And I was wow, who was this guy, etc. And 3 years later, I see myself on this stage facing this guy.
Yes.
You know, like, and I was like, I have to do it for the French. For French, I have to do it for the French beatboxers, for real.
Yes.
And I remember this day, like when I knew I battled this guy, all the beatboxers like Faya Braz, Alem, all the people from Under Control, Beastie, Kim, went to me and say, you have to win, you can win, give your very best. And we were all aware about Watang's behaviors on stage. You see, like he was really powerful, etc. So that's what I tried to do. Like I just tried to go his way and try to give my best. And actually, the battle was so hard. and actually, you can see in the second round what that he was like a bit lost.
Yeah.
Because he was not expecting someone who was going hard
face
that
to face
hard on him. Yeah, and he didn't know me.
Yes.
Also, he didn't know me. So I surprised him, and that's how I took it. And wow.
Crazy.
And wow, but big respect to Watang because he's a crazy beatboxer.
Yes.
Like for me, he's the most powerful in the world.
Yes.
Like he's so powerful on the microphone. And wow. I will never forget this time. I will never forget this battle. Because
absolutely.
But I think in this battle you can see that I don't think I won thanks to my beatbox. I mean, I also won because you can see that I want to win more than him, that I was more energetic, and stuff, you see. So which means that a battle is not only about doing beatbox. There are so many other parameters which are really, really important when you are battling on stage.
Absolutely, 100%. To go back to the questions, and also because you say you only don't judge only the beatbox, you judge so many more aspects. This fits perfectly to the question of Hisoka Beatbox. He did ask, who surprised you the most when you judged the Asian champs in 2019?
For me, there are two people. Oh no, three, I would say. So yeah, it's I think the three like the top three, which was His.
Yes.
Yeah, His. Xuan from South Korea, which is like the Taiwanese beatbox champion. And and I think he's twice Asian vice champion. And Kohei from Japan.
Kohei.
Yeah, Kohei, His, and Xuan. Yeah, what I like from them. So actually, he impressed me because he's really strong. But we know him, you know, like we know him now for a few years.
Yes.
So it's not it's very good, very good, you know, like yeah.
Yeah.
But less surprising that people I know a bit less, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so Kohei, for example, I didn't know a lot about him, and I saw this small guy coming on stage, and when I saw him dropping the techniques, and so I was like, wow, wow, he was amazing. He was amazing
Mm-hmm.
technically. Technically, he was really good,
Mm-hmm.
and also Xuan, I really loved his stage presence
Mm-hmm.
and his way to battle, and that was
Yes.
also very very good.
Yes.
So yeah, it was like my first time. I mean, judging the Asian champs,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was a big pleasure because there were so much talent from different countries, bringing their own flavor and style,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and it was not easy to judge. It was really not easy
Yes.
to judge,
Yes. And I
but
think it will be more. It will be even more difficult because India is getting stronger now. China is going
yeah,
crazy. Japan is going crazy. South Korea is going crazy. And then you still have from all over Asia, be like
yeah, new talent
unbelievable.
also in Malaysia, etc.
Zero.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
really excited to see the next Asian champs. Also, hope to
Yes,
be soon.
absolutely. Um, Also, Rilana did ask, how do you deal with the fame? Is it stressful or do you like it?
It depends.
Mm-hmm.
It depends.
Yes.
It depends. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like most of all, yeah, me, I try to talk with everyone, to try to talk with everybody and to
Mm-hmm.
everyone, and we have so much uh, good time, and that's cool. I mean, it depends on the aim. For
Yes.
example,
Mm-hmm.
when I go to battles, and a lot of people coming to me, for example, at the World Championship,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's hard. Yeah, like sometimes like you are really focused on your aim, and yeah,
Yes.
so before the battle it's a bit stressful because you have to save the energy. Like the world champs, it's a really hard event where
Yeah.
you see hundreds and hundreds of beatboxers, where you can hear beatbox every
Every.
time, even you can't sleep because people are around and stuff.
Yes.
So it's a time in which you need to save your energy to the maximum.
Yes.
So yeah, so in this time, yeah, when people are coming, of course I'm always happy, but I think that yeah, like not too much, be careful, rest and stuff, because yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And after the event, yeah, then we party and yeah,
Yes.
talk to us, to everybody, etc. And then it's great.
Yes.
But for example, when I'm judging, for example, I remember the Italian Championship. So
Yes.
I judged it in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a bit before the COVID, and yeah, and I met a lot of beatboxer I never met before,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that I don't compete, you know, so I have no pressure. So
Yes.
you know, I directly can go to the people and speak with, and
Yeah.
we share beatbox, we speak together, and they are happy, I am happy, you know, and we
Yeah.
have so good time. So on this case, like you really appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
like you discover new people, like new beats and new friends at the end, and that's amazing.
It's
That's
the
amazing.
best.
Big shout out to the Italian beatbox family. They are really really great people.
Um, I have one more question from Hobbit, and then I have two
Mhm.
more questions. So sorry, guys. Also shout out to Hobbit. Very nice. I just realized Hobbit is here. Yo, bro. Nice that you're here. Welcome. Hobbit is asking, you were such an incredible and talking from experience, scary and confident person to battle. What was your training, or do you have advice for confidence when battling?
Yeah, it's really hard, but yeah, there are, I think, different points. So first of all, like you, for me, like you have to be convinced that you
Mm-hmm.
can win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you are convinced that you can win, this is how you get confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how? So now I gonna answer to the question how
Mm-hmm.
you make sure you can win.
Mm-hmm.
It's being prepared. It's being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I was taking part on battles,
Mm-hmm.
the preparation, I mean, the time before, like the months before, the 2-3 months before, is really, really important. Like you build the rounds, I mean, you freestyle, you choose the combos, you build, you rehearse
Mm-hmm.
until you know your routines. You look at your opponents also,
Mm-hmm.
look at what they do, look at how you can counter, etc., etc. And after you see all those elements, and then you prepare and like you manage all those stuff, like know your rounds, know them perfectly, do it
Mm-hmm.
great,
Mm-hmm.
and know about your opponents, know what to do in case you battle them.
Mm-hmm.
Like then on the day, you don't have to care. Like everything is ready, everything is in your mind. So for me, like when I battle, I'm happy because it's the day I have to do all the things I prepared before, you know? So it should not be like a stressful day.
Mm-hmm.
It should be like a happy day.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I take it at the happy day, like it's the day I go on stage and I want to give my best.
Yes.
And when everything is ready, you are ready, like you know who to battle, you know what to do, then
Mm-hmm.
you are confident.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
you are confident. And the hardest thing is not to be confident, is the hardest thing is trying to look confident when you are not. Yeah, because for example, against Watang, it's a very good example,
Yeah.
because I was confident, but I was also, I remember that I didn't feel like good. I didn't feel like I will win. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when I was listening to him,
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so you have to manage this. It's also like
Mm-hmm.
you, even if you are like someone is going to do something which will distract you,
Yes.
you have to manage. You have to manage with that and still stay
Yes.
here
Yes.
like a rock.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah. So yeah, because when you see you are confident, the judges, like for me, it's psychological.
Mm-hmm.
Like they see they like, for example, if you compare two people, like one guy being super confident and giving his best, and the other one like being scared and sad, of course, you know, like
Yes.
indirectly you will go into the one who smile,
Yes.
who is ready, who feels ready, who feels
Yes.
confident.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Energy.
energy, exactly. So at least that was my weapon on
Yes.
battles.
Also talking about being prepared. How long did you and Firebuzz prepare this one round against Beard and Ibarra with the rewind?
Yeah, with the reverse and stuff. Wow, that was yeah.
Wow.
This was really fun to. I really yeah. It's good that you mentioned it, because it's like I really had so much fun with Firebras. Like we practiced, we worked, but we also had so much fun. And yeah. So I think it was like for 6 minutes, if I remember well. I think it was 2 or 3 months before, like listening to things, trying to bring up ideas, and then prepare, rehearse, and stuff. But sorry, for me, yeah. So it was a couple of months for 6 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, this is not the best example, because this was an exhibition battle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's different.
Show and yes.
Yeah, if I can take a better example, it would have been like 20 Mate working with Alem for the World Champs.
Yes.
Like for the World Champs, I remember to prepare 10 minutes, 8 months. 8 months for one elimination and 4 rounds. It was so much work. Like I remember I was like going to the university, and before in the morning, like 8 a.m., 8 a.m., I go to Alem's home and practice together, because we are two like morning people. And yeah, so we are starting to work from the morning, watching videos, like for example, watching K-pop, watching Mad Twins, listening to music to try to see to try to get influence and stuff to do, practicing together, build,
Wow.
rehearse, videos, then work the stage presence, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Everything.
we had, yeah, like our aim was to be world champion. Our aim was to be world champion.
Wow.
And we worked so much. It's so much work to make sure that every second is fine, every stage presence is fine. Be mentally like ready to battle against anyone. We knew that battling K-pop will be hard. We knew in advance that if we had to battle Matt Wins, it's gonna be very hard. Also the same with, for example, and Fabulous Wadness. Yeah, so we prepared. We were like, in terms of music, ready, on stage presence, ready, and and also mentally ready.
Yes.
So that was
wow.
A long work, and
8
and
months.
also and for the people why asking why don't we beatbox together? I mean, anymore at the time. Yeah, we wanted to be world champion, and we got it. You see what I mean?
Yes, so and now you're world champion.
Yeah. And our aim is not to do showcases and concert and stuff. No, we both of us are made for battles and wanted to battle, and we got it.
Yes.
And then life, like I moved to Paris to work, and also him as a world champion, he had a lot of concerts. So he was busy every weekend, and me busy every week, and then a little bit less time to meet, and and then we just continued. But at least we made, and we did the goal. We reached our goal. Which is a big pleasure.
Yes, the whole idea of creating the tag team was to become world champion. You guys succeeded, and therefore it's all good. What will also be really good, and I'm very excited, Rilana did prepare 2 videos for us to watch together, and because now hearing all the stuff, working hard on your routines, making every second perfect, I think you are perfect to give a feedback to those videos if you want to.
Yeah, with pleasure.
Perfect. So I will, when you can click in Discord, I have prepared a live stream. So there should be one.
Watch stream.
Yes, watch stream. Do you see my YouTube window? Perfect. Okay. Okay.
I hear it, so it's good.
Perfect. So I will switch also the view for our viewers, and then we will start. So the first one, Wildcard Beatbox NL. Frögwacker, I already saw you in the chat, so we will start with your video. I hope that is fine. And let's dive into it. So thank you, Rilana, for organizing the videos, and let's get busy. Oh. BMG is not in the chat anymore. Okay. So please hold on for a second. There we go. We just lost BMG. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so. I don't know what happened. Like, Discord just shut down and restarted.
Okay, perfect. Do you still see the live stream?
Yes, I'm into it.
Perfect. Okay, then let's dive into it. Let's go.
Perfect. Let's go.
We were working on a week or two. On a week or two.
Yo.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Frökwaka, for the video. Yes, please, BMG. So let's talk about his video.
Is it possible to like play and then do some stop?
Yes,
sometimes?
of course. Yes.
Please? Yeah. So we will like listen some parts together. Then we will like do pause. I speak, etc. etc. Okay.
From the
Let's
beginning.
go. Yeah, please. Yeah. So this beat is nice, but you can pause. Yeah. So this like you directly go into a beat. Like don't forget that it's 2 minutes. You already have time. You have time to show things. So chill. You just can try with a intro, like just kicks and drums. Kicks and hi-hats, and not doing the snare like in the beginning, like just for example, sorry, can you please restart?
Yes.
We just watch once the 5 seconds. Thank you. Yeah. So for me, yeah, this is what you have to do. Like, you have to find another way to start like slowly, like with, for example, a melody, because I saw you did some, or an intro with like only hi-hats and then add the kick and then add the snares, and trying like to tell a story, and don't like go into the story itself from the beginning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you add the lips roll, that's nice. Yeah.
Going on the
Maybe you can stop. Yeah. So just what I want to say. Yeah, I like you try different patterns, like, and you do the lips roll. It's cool. Maybe you can like do more notes with the lips roll. It would be nice in order to put like more musicality. And this is something I can say it also. Yeah. Later in the video. So now, we can go.
We were working.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, all the singing part could have been at the beginning, like starting with this part singing, then doing the melody, with the beat, and then going with the lips roll part he did in the beginning.
Yeah,
it would have been like more, maybe in this way, it would have been more a story.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Just switch it.
Yeah, be careful. Some time problems sometimes. Sometimes some small timing problem. Maybe you can try to do your routines with a metronome in order to practice and make sure you are on time every time, and don't have those very little mistakes. Okay, you have the new sound. Yeah, another technique pattern, that's cool. Yeah, a new sound, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, now the transition. Yeah, sorry. The transition was like a bit weird, I would say, because he went into a beat and then like, wow. And maybe he could do like like a transition, like you know, like just to make people wait
Yes.
until you drop
Yes.
and give what people expect.
More dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So for me, the lips roll, I think he already showed it before. Maybe I will try to bring a new idea, you know? Like maybe do all the lips roll part at the beginning and then switch into the next idea. Because if you do something and then like you do a technical pattern, then other stuff, and then you go back into it, no. For me, no. Because like even when I see it like it's a wild card, like we want to like we don't want to see what you showed like 1 minute ago. Like try to show new stuff every time.
Absolutely.
And stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this was my analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. But man, that's cool. Keep practicing on your sound. Yeah, I see he has like different panel sound.
Yes.
Like the lip swirl, the melodies, also other sounds I cannot do. Yeah. So yeah, he should like work on it and try to have it cleaner every sound.
Yes.
And then try to find like different ways to do it with different notes, etc.
Yes.
So yeah.
Very, very, very good feedback. So I'm very excited for the next one. The next one is from Sin. It's shout out to Beatbox International. And yes, I'm very excited for that. So let's dive into this one.
Hello, my name is Sin from Israel, and this is a big shout out to Beatbox International, Leaf and Quacks. House music goes like.
Wow. Very good technique.
What the fuck?
Nice. The groove is very nice. As we can see the build up. I like it.
What? No
Okay.
way. What?
Yeah, it's top. Yeah. So we will watch. Yeah, maybe just some parts, etc. Yeah, like it won't be stopped. Yeah. But first of all, what I can say is like the technical potential of this guy is really nice. Like
Wow.
technically, he's very good. He has good combos. He like technically, like the panel of sound is very interesting. The complexity of the drums are insane. So they are. He's good. He's definitely good.
Yes.
But I think there are some stuff we can discuss about a little bit.
Okay.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to stop while I am talking, but yeah, the groove is nice. But it's good, but I think he goes too fast. He could be, I think he's too maybe, I don't know how to say, but he could chill a little bit. Like from what I see, it seems like he learned something. He learned it like by heart perfectly, and then just redo. And for me, like we miss a little bit of emotions, you know, from what we told before. So for me, yeah, he could like maybe try to groove it a little bit more, and yeah. And that's what I meant. So yeah, so if we can listen to it. Technically it's sick. Technically it's sick, but it could be like a bit chiller. This structure is nice. But maybe with a tempo a little bit slower, it would have been maybe better. The transition here is sick. This. This is really good. Yeah, now he goes back. No, he even. Nice. But can we pause a little bit? You know, what I think in this, like, you know, the combos are really nice, etc. But he never stops. Like he never chills. Like, you know, like for me, it's really important. Like for me, like it's his video is like that. Like he start, go, and then it every time go to the same level. You see what I mean? So
yeah.
For me, it's too linear, I would say. Like it's very good combos, but he never chill down. And you know, so for sometimes it's really important, like to, you know, like to
go back a little bit.
Yeah, yes, yeah. And like go back to an intro and something chiller in order to hit harder the next time. But from him, like we just saw his max, and he's doing every time his max, and at the end, it's not at the end of the video. So for example, at 2 minutes, after hearing the 2 minutes, I knew that he was not going to impress me anymore, because because he gives his best and saying all his combo one by one. You see what I mean? So it would have been great if he could like do a transition with something like maybe with less sounds, with less information, in order for our ears to chill, and then come back to build up and hit again. You know, it's really important to for me this is really important when you build your rounds. Like giving you a round, it's really important. What I want to say, like when you give a round, you don't have to give your best 100%, because otherwise you will look like too linear for me, I think, and people, you won't impress the judges. So that's why it's really important, like to have an intro, then a first beat, then a build up, then a drop, then a transition, then another build up, like you take the people and wow, and then even on the small parts,
Yes.
you make the people waiting, this, like it's like a wave for me. And for me, in this video, like technically, etc., it's very good, but it's linear. Like we don't have any wave, so we still are in the same
Groove all the time.
in the same groove, in the same pattern. I mean, you see what I mean? So in the same head movement.
Yeah.
So maybe with less sounds, he could hit harder. Because just because he slow it down. Yeah. Also, he could slow it down and divide the BPM by 2. I think it would be nice to hear.
Oh, if you do then one technique in halftime and do really
Yeah.
slow and then go
Like,
again back
for
to
example,
original time.
Yeah, for example. You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's all at the same tempo. It's still at the same tempo, but it's another flavor. And you don't move the head in the same way. It's the same tempo, but divided by 2. So it would have been like better to,
Wow.
like add some flavors like this in order to give more, like more
Wow.
3D to your beatboxing, I would say.
Yes. That's very, very good advice. Okay, let's go on.
Yeah. I really like this also. The groove is really nice. Nice. Ah là là.
So, and then it's
Cheers. So it, in terms of technique, I cannot say anything. It's very good. But you see what I mean? Like he could
yes.
a little bit more. But
Yes.
but big up to you, man. Yeah, Sin, your video is sick.
Wow. Keep on going, man. I'm excited. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. There is so many crazy beatboxers coming from Israel in the last few months. Holy crap. Oh my god. You guys are insane.
Yeah,
going
they are the future.
Yes, going back to questions. Normally I would have 2 questions for you, but it's a special day and I'm very excited to talk with you for so long.
Yeah.
So I have a
time.
third one. So I really have to actually would have 4, but the first one. What is your favorite video game of all time?
My favorite video game of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, wait. I come back.
Okay. Okay.
It's very close. I will show it to you. I don't know if you listen to me, but yeah.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, tack.
Oh.
Yeah, no, for me, of
Yes.
course, the answer is here.
Yes,
But
yes.
for sure. So for me, I love Mario. I love Mario because for me, like it's a very good game, but also this game inspired a lot of other games. You see what I mean? And for me, so Mario, and my favorite one is called Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. So it's
yes.
it's a Super Mario 2. I mean in Japan. And yes, to tell quickly the story of this game. So Super Mario Bros. 1 was a real success within the world on Nintendo, etc., etc. And they did this Super Mario 2 called The Lost Levels in Europe and 2 in Japan. So they did it in Japan, but it was so much harder than Super Mario Bros. 1. So much harder. And it was so hard that Nintendo decided to not make this game in Europe. So that's why it has 2 different names. So it was Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan, but like 5 to 10 years later, they released it in Europe on Super Nintendo and called the Lost Levels, because they were afraid that it's so hard that they will stop this game and be too afraid. Yeah, and this game is really hard, and that's why I like it, because it's old but super difficult.
Oh,
and
okay.
and I bought this, like, which is a Game and Watch from Nintendo. Like, they released it 6 months ago at the end of 2020.
Yes.
And you can play to Super Mario Bros. 1 and Super Mario Bros. 2, which is really hard. And and I love this game because in the Super Mario Bros. 2, so for example, you have mushrooms. If you take it, you die. Instead of growing up.
Oh, wow.
You see? And there are like many, it's much more difficult because also you have wind.
Okay.
So on the timing when you jump and you jump more further. So it's you really have to and do you know, like, warp zone?
Yeah.
Like cheat zone, in order to skip some worlds and go. Yeah. So what I love in Super Mario Bros. 2, like, there are some warp zone. You go back into the first world of the game. Like, you don't move, but you go back.
Oh, okay. It's
So
really hardcore.
Yeah, so sometimes you think you find something, but in fact you just go back to the first world while there are 32. So, so it's really old school and really hard at the same time. And also very simple at the same time. It's just about running and jumping.
Wow.
But
hardcore.
it's amazing. Like,
hardcore.
For me, yeah.
So Super Mario 2 Lost Levels. Lost Worlds. Going back to beatbox. So now I have still 3 more questions. I'm so sorry. Because I remember one, and it's very Sonic asked this one, I think 2 or 3 beatbox talks ago, and I thought it was a really good question. So the first one is, if you could have 3 people to show the world, so the whole world, everybody's looking and listening now, and you can show them 3 people to represent beatboxing, who would those 3 people be?
Wow, that's a really, really hard question. I would say, it depends on which way. I mean, it depends on what you want to show them, So for me, if I decide, so first of all, I would show them Skiller. Skiller, because for me it's like the definition of technique, of technical beatbox, like really sharp, and also like energetic and stuff. So for me, like, he's a master on what he's doing, and also with time signatures and so on. So so for me, I would say Skiller for the technique and second one, I would say Jin. I would say Jin for all the musical style he brought to beatboxing and stuff. So so I think this guy.
Yes.
And then the third one, I would say Saro. To show the people the power of looping, because it's amazing.
Yes, very good. Very, very good. The next question, I'm very sorry, is also very difficult.
Okay.
Please tell me it's have to be a new one, no old one, or no which is already existing. please tell me your dream beatbox team of 4 beatboxers.
Who never existed before.
Yes.
Wow. Let me think a few.
Yes,
Let me
yes.
think a few minutes.
It's hardcore.
Yeah. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I think I would say Beastie. Beastie,
Oh, yeah.
because he's really versatile. Like he can do basses, he can do high notes, he can do like groovy beats, he can be technical, he can scratch,
He can rap.
so he can rap, also he can sing, so for me, he's a very versatile people, and you can like use him in a musical way and in different aspect.
Yes.
So I would say I would use Beastie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Then, obviously, I would say also Jin.
Yeah.
I would say also Jin, because his voice are really, really nice, really clean, and he can do like really crazy combo. And I think he can be in like every kind of team, and he would adapt very well, I'm sure.
Yes. Jin.
Then I would love like to have like a very good drummer, like a good drummer.
Yes.
So it's very hard. Actually, it's very hard. Because I want someone good at drums, but also someone who can, who could do like technical, but also simple and groovy.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to choose. I have to say, it's very hard to choose. Oh my god. Let me think a little bit. I would say Alem. I think.
Yeah.
I would say Alem.
Yeah.
Alem or Alexinho, one of the two, but one good drummer, who is really comfortable with the drums and who is really tight and so. And the last one, I would say Gilo. Because his panel of sounds is really crazy, and you can, I think, put him anywhere also.
That is sick. That is really sick. Yeah.
So the panel, just for his beatbox panel, and he's really, really, so he can bring a lot. So so I would say Alem, Beastie, Jin, Gilo.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's really cool. So, the last question for the Beatbox Talk interview. For everybody whose question I couldn't read out, I'm very sorry for that. But next Monday, we will have another Beatbox Talk interview. It will be with Reaps One. And on Thursday, we will have with Eon, aka Swish. So yes, it will be really fun. So yes, don't worry. Next Monday we will be back. But for the last question, I want to ask you: can you please tell us about any future projects? Are you working on something? And is there something that we can look out for in the future?
That's a very good question, because at the moment, to be honest, we are in a time which there is COVID and stuff, so we are not sure about what to do later in a musical way.
Yes.
So at the moment, I'm in the period where I am just chilling and doing my beats and like having a break. Let's say having a little break. But so in terms of music, musically, it's not like what I want to do. Like, I'm not preparing videos or showcases, etc.
Yes.
But what I want to do, like in the future and like the near or the long future, is just trying to renew myself.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe try to come back stronger and go back into battles. You see what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe one day,
Yeah, Yeah. Because
wow.
yeah, I haven't battled for a while. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
2018, and I had a small break for different reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because beatbox battle that don't excite me anymore as it was in the past.
Yeah.
Because after doing so many battles,
Yeah.
like it's getting the same every time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not surprising anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, but sometimes I just see everyone, like the stage. I see the beatbox community, some
Yeah.
people rocking on stage, etc. So obviously you want to go to,
Yeah.
you see what I mean? You're like,
Mhm.
yeah, I
Mhm.
know what it is, and I wouldn't say no to, like, to,
Mhm. To be on the
to
stage of
Rico
the
again
big
once.
events.
Yeah, exactly. So from the moment I'm chilling,
Yes.
but I would love to practice and
Nice.
and come back one day at one event. I don't know when,
Yeah.
I don't know where, but but it could come. It could really come.
That is very good news. That makes me very, very happy, bro. Really cool. So now we come to my most favorite part, and also I think many people are waiting for that. So I want to ask you if you would be so kind and drop some beatbox for us, please.
Of course, we talked
Yes.
about it for an hour. Now
Yeah.
we can drop. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's very good. Okay, big up, Seboom. Thank you, Nexar. Before starting, want to give you a big shout out, and big shout
Thank
out
you.
to Seboom.
Thank
Right?
you, bro.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Small freestyle. Here, are you ready? The real hip hop. The real hip. Back to the art school. Let's go to the astronomia vibes. Remix. Let's back to the prime. Let's group the grime. Maniac, maniac. Okay. We are maniac, maniac with my grime. Let's go.
Yo, bro, yo, Ash, dude, man, that was so, man, I can't wait for you to come back on stage, man. This
Cheers,
is,
bro. Thank you very much.
Oh man,
Yeah, my mouth was a bit dry, but
man, you did plenty well for a dry mouth, man. Like
Cheers.
what the? There was so much power, so much dynamic. So, man, that was a journey. Thank you very much. That was so cool. Yo.
cheers, bro. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure.
Oh, go. Wow. I'm very, very excited. Whew.
Cheers.
So collecting myself, I want to say one more time, thank you for everybody here in the live chat for the great questions. Thank you, Rilana, for hooking me up with the Beatboxer. Shout out to Sin and to sorry, I forgot the name.
Rockwacker.
Workwacker. Thank you for the videos and everybody who wants to have the chance to get some feedback like you got today. Please send Rilana a message or send an email to beatboxtalk@seboom.com. Monday we will have Reaps one, and most importantly, and thank you so much, bro, BMG. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a great
You're welcome.
time.
My pleasure. Yeah, thank you. Thanks to you for the invitation. And I'm really happy to be here. I really enjoyed. So big up to you, man, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Hey, everybody, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Thank to the people. Big up.
Seboom. Seboom.